going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. Another mechanics video, and this is probably a video that's gonna me tell you trying to save some money sometimes how it ends up biting you in the rear end. This is a 2011 Ford Edge that belongs to one of my friend's moms. She had somebody said that they were trying to help her, supposedly. This car had a failed alternator, supposedly, even though the guy didn't check it the right way to figure out if it was the alternator, the battery, or what was wrong. I'm sorry about my screaming neighbors, but that's their lives. Pretty much from the little bit that I've seen about this motor, things are not plugged. All right, things are broken. There's screws missing here for the air box. This is the worst one. The fans are completely loose. They have no bolts in them. These plugs, he ripped them. The best one is down here. This is the alternator plug. He broke it. I don't know if you can see that. It's broken. I just pulled it out. It doesn't clip back in. And this is not a simple job. This is not a job for a novice. It's not a job for a backyard mechanic. This is for somebody that knows what they're doing, or at least that they can follow directions on a tutorial. It's very easy. This car right here, to accomplish this job, since the alternator's all the way in the bottom and you have hard lines for the AC and everything in here, this job has to be done from down here. Car needs to be lifted up, wheel needs to be taken off, fender liner needs to be taken off, so that you can get to the alternator bolts and the tensioner and all the rest of the good stuff to try to accomplish this job. So, and at the end of the day, the car, the gentleman that tried to fix this car, he recommended these people here to go to a junkyard to buy an electrical part. Now, I don't mind going to the junkyard for a door, a hood, some lights, rear lights, a seat, interior pieces, but please do not buy electrical components from a junkyard. This guy did this whole job. He broke all these things, left all these screws without, I don't even know where the screws are. Good luck. And to change the alternator, then for it to not work, they bought a new battery, and the battery, they drained the battery so bad that the brand new battery, I guess they burnt the cells in it or whatever. I couldn't even, it didn't even want to register anything on my it didn't want to register anything on my meters. The battery, they killed the cells from the alternator not working. Now they give it to me, and now I have to redo this entire job. I bought a brand new alternator, I bought a brand new battery, and let's see if I can fix this problem. Alright, everybody, stay tuned. Oh, now, upon having to beat this tire off and these over tightened lugs, I come to now be able to take the tire finally off, and this is what I find. There's more reasons. And look, these clips, all these clips are gone. Only thing that's holding it, and look, you get on the expressway and you start driving 70 miles an hour, and this is going to start rubbing on your tire, and that's supposed to be closed for a reason, so that your engine compartment doesn't get any water in it, and your electrical components don't get any water in it, or mud or snow or ice or anything else. But this is what you get with, just be careful with backyard mechanics, man. Be careful who works on your cars, because this to me is unacceptable at all circumstance. This is, there's no reason for all these bolts to be, all these they're just plastic clips. They shouldn't be missing. It takes you a second to push them in, you know. But hey, there's like a bunch of other bolts missing in this car too. So let's keep tearing it apart and keep finding all these messed up things that have to be fixed. Oh man, guys, check out what I just found. Look at this belt. Look, I'm missing a chunk right here. Oh man, I'll tell you, you know, and it's missing a chunk. Oh, up here too. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. That there was about to. That belt right there is gonna break. I can't believe that. This guy has destroyed the belt. He destroyed the belt too. But and the alternator's all the way up in here. Good luck. Here we go. Here comes the hard part. But I just wanted to show you that belt. A fantastic job that people do. Well, here we are again, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this, what I just found. I don't know if you could tell, but that clamp isn't even put back to where it's supposed to be. You don't see that line in the front right there? That's where it's supposed to be. I haven't even touched this yet. He didn't even put that back on right. It's not even where it's supposed to go. It's right at the edge of the fitting right there. That's crazy. On top of this completely, look, hold on, more plastic pieces. Look at this, something broken from somewhere. Let's keep finding more and more bad stuff. Oh, we're back, everybody. Basically I got everything all taken apart here. I took out the coolant reservoir. We lost all of our coolant. I had to open up enough space so that I could get to the tensioner down there. All we have is just I had to send my wife to go get me a special tool to take that tensioner off because there's not enough space in between the wall and the tensioner for me to get a ratchet or a breaker bar or something in there. So this is probably gonna be tomorrow, you know, the reinstallation of all these parts. And basically I took everything already out. Everything's ready to go other than the serpentine belt, which is destroyed and we have to replace. And I think we need to take the tensioner off. It's just three bolts and the 2 bolts holding the alternator, and it should come out. And these over here are all the parts that need to be taken out of this car in order to change the alternator. Look at that, Ford, what are you doing? Fans, coolant reservoir, intake box, intake boot, how you say, inner fender line, wheel line, fender liner. That's just like a little plastic corner that goes on the bottom, and the wheel. And not to mention that we lost our coolant. But Ford, like I said, whoever made designed this car, I guess you really forgot that alternators fail. And this is way too much of a mission for anybody to go on just to try to change an alternator. And look, here's my bleeding. Here's the little blood that I got right there. They say there hasn't been a single person that's worked on these cars and done this job that doesn't end up having bloody hands and bloody knuckles. You're gonna tell me that this isn't a poor design? But the mechanic in me, and it keeps me going. Now I feel obligated, and there's no way that I'm gonna let this car be smarter than me, and I'm gonna be able to put it back together and get it back on the road for my buddy's mom. Hopefully everybody keep your fingers crossed, and we'll be back tomorrow with part 2 of finish the disassembly and the reinstallation of the brand new alternator, guys. This is brand new. It's got all it even tells you on the outside of the box that it is a brand new alternator. Now, where does it say that? This is a brand new alternator. So yeah, this is what we're going to be installing. Not a used alternator from who knows who that was left outside in what crashed car out of a junkyard. So stay tuned, everybody. We shall continue. Yesterday I had to stop because I needed this serpentine belt toolkit so that I can take off the serpentine belt and with the tensioner. And yeah, I had to stop yesterday. I had to go to the store and I had to pick this up, and by the time I got back it was way too late and the mosquitoes were absolutely ridiculous. So here we go, day 2 of trying to change the alternator on a Ford Edge. Finally after, I don't even know, a little bit of struggling, I was finally able to get this thing out of there. This is one of the most horribly placed alternators probably ever, but finally I was able to get it out. I had to even take this tensioner off. I had to take the tensioner off. This is one bolt. It's another bolt. I mean a nut. The tensioner had 3 of these. The other 2 are on the top. I had to get two of them. I had to do from the top of the car, and then this one I had to get it from the bottom in here. So I was finally able to get it out, y'all. Now let's do the reinstallation. Good luck. Here we go. Wish me luck. Well, everybody, I got pretty much all the hard job done. Don't know if you can see, got everything pretty much all back together. The alternator, the pulley. I was able to, by the skin of my teeth, put that serpentine belt on. It was so tight, but that was the hardest part. Without this tool right here, there's absolutely no way that you would have been able to do this. No wonder why this guy had messed up this this belt so bad. Look at that. Trying to get it on, he didn't know how to get it on. I had to spin the motor, like it was so tight I had to spin the motor over while I was opening up or how you say, loosening up that tensioner with that, just to get that on. But I'm pretty sure that's why he destroyed that. And basically all we got to do now is put the radiator fans back on, the coolant reservoir, put all these wires back together, put this hose. We're gonna put all this intake stuff back together, mass airflow sensor plug, and the next time that you see this car, hopefully it will be running, and we'll be testing the volts, making sure that it's charging and doesn't have any check engine lights or anything telling me to check the charging system. Everybody keep your fingers crossed for me. I would appreciate it. I would really like to see this car go back to the owner. Well, everybody, here it is. We can finally say goodbye. We've tested here, and this works. It's getting just 14 volts. It's no longer saying inside to check the charging system. I hooked it up to my computer. The only thing that this car has, it says it's a evaporator emission system leak, and it's a permanent code. And the only thing it's saying now is tire pressure low and door ajar. So hope you guys have fun watching me get Tourette's, fixing something, hanging out, having fun. Let me get a thumbs up, let me get a like, please. Let me get a subscribe, most important of all. Thank you very much, anybody who stayed to the end. It wasn't that hard. That it was knuckle busting, yeah, I hurt myself here. I guess if you don't bleed if you don't get bloody knuckles doing this job, you ain't part of the Ford club. Right, like I said, subscribe please. Let me get a thumbs up, man. Y'all have a blessed one. Yeehaw.